Good day everyone, Trainer Maxim with you. Thank you very much for joining me for this workout. Today we're going to work with the obliques. As always, before we start, I thank everyone for supporting my channel. Thank you everyone, guys and girls, your comments, your suggestions, generosity, super thanks. And of course my support angels. Thank you a lot, thank you. It's going to be a short workout, but as always, I would like you to watch for three things. I'll keep it short. The first thing, our favorite, tall spine. Tall spine means that at no point I want you to excessively crunch or excessively arch. I would like to see your spine in the neutral state. It means that from the middle of the spine to the top, you picture reaching away in that direction, either to the ceiling, or if you're laying on the floor, then that way. So it looks like this. One. In no way it's arching, just up. Picture that you're carrying a heavy weight on the head and you're pushing with the spine into that weight. And the lower spine, from the middle to the tailbone, you picture that you're reaching down. And that will make your pelvis neutrally tilted, not anteriorly, not posteriorly. Anterior will be excessive arch, posterior will be excessive push forward when the core takes over. We don't want it, we just want a neutral spine. Upper spine up, lower spine down. Good, that's your neutral spine. The second one, with the neutral spine in place, it's very easy to keep the shoulders open. Shoulders open means that we don't want to be able to see the shoulders by the chin, kind of shoulders collapsed forward. We would like to tilt the shoulder blades back and diagonally down to the middle of the spine here to activate the lower trapezius. And after that, we want to picture that the inner edge of the blade is pushed into the rib cage, like this, to activate the serratus anterior. So if you picture the circle here, and typically that circle faces this way, we want that circle, the joint, to be facing that way. That would be your open shoulders. No matter what you do, arms forward, arms sideways, the shoulders are staying open. When you move the arms forward, you're not letting the shoulder go forward with the arm. It's just the arm going forward, not the shoulder. It's the second thing. And the third thing, whenever you keep the legs together, let's say in the seated position like this, you're pointing the toes forward and slightly out, using only the ankle muscles, not rotating the thigh out to turn the toes out, just ankle muscles. They can move on their own, it's okay. So point the toes, turn them out, bring the legs together, and now rotate the thighs internally to cover the gap, to get rid of the gap between the feet. Otherwise, we might be staying with this gap. We don't like it. So rotate the thighs in, toes pointed slightly out, and the internal rotation of the thighs will give you a slight support of your neutral pelvis, because some of the hip flexors attach here and here, and by rotating the thighs in, like this, the hip flexors and the muscles responsible for the internal rotation of the thigh, they will be dragging the pelvis from in front into the neutral tilt, kind of creating more compression at the hip. That's exactly what we like. That will support your pelvis in the neutral tilt. And that's it. Three things: spine tall, shoulders open, thighs, if the legs together, thighs internally rotated, toes pointed, it'll be turned out. And that's the setup. At any point of time, just please make sure that those three cues are in place. Okay, I think you're ready. Let's start. First, let's warm up our core and our three cues. We're going to do the hollow body rock in 2 sets, 30 seconds. Very easy. Take the position on the floor, this way, arms back. So spine tall, no pushing the lower back into the floor, no lower back kissing the floor, just reach away with the pelvis. Reach away with the upper spine to keep mild arch. Now tucking of the rib cage is going to be done by the following. Think the back of the rib cage going diagonally down to the spine, or side of the rib cage to the side of the pelvis, just like this. Still not pushing aggressively the lower back down. Thighs rotated in, toes out, shoulders open, and just rock 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, and done. Rest. Good. A very simple exercise. So rocking should be performed not by facilitating the movement with the torso. We don't like to do some variation of crunches in attempt to facilitate the rocking. We should not promote the crunch, because if you promote the crunch, it means that the front of the core, your rectus abdominis, is overly active and pulls the pelvis to the rib cage, rounding the spine. Rounding the spine, we don't like it. It does not give you any spinal stability. So we want to avoid it. We want to keep the spine neutral. By keeping the spine neutral, you're stretching all the core muscles between the rib cage and the pelvis, and that gives you better support, better stability. With the rocking, we would like to keep the torso passive. Just torso does nothing, and you rock yourself with the movement of the legs. First, you create the initial momentum by the legs. Legs down and away, legs down, away, legs down, away, keeping the body passive. The body will be just, the upper body will be just holding the neutral spine, and the legs, tiny bit, will be rocking the body with the shoulders open, with everything else. So the goal here is not to move the upper body actively, not to do crunches, not to help with the arms. Just freeze the position, spine neutral, shoulders open, thighs rotated in, toes pointed out with the legs. 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, and done. Rest. Good. Perfect. That's a nice warm-up. Let's continue. Let's warm up the hip flexors. Same position, just like whole body, but we're not going to rock, just hold the whole body all the time. This way. And from here, thighs in, toes pointed, shoulders open. Again, we don't want to crunch, we don't want to emphasize this position. Spine neutral, rib cage tucked, thinking the back of the rib cage diagonally down to the tailbone, or the side of the rib cage slightly diagonally down to the side of the pelvis. That will give you a nice tuck. And from here, you're moving the arms forward, 1, without letting the shoulders go forward. Spine tall, rotate the thighs out, keeping the toes pointed out still. Bring the legs out using the hip flexors here. Touch the floor without collapsing, without doing this. So staying tall and bring the legs in by rotating the thighs in. Move the legs in, arms back, shoulders not here, shoulders open, and go down. And we're going to do 10 reps of this. Okay, ready? Spine tall, shoulders open, thighs rotated in, legs out, thighs rotated out. And let's go. From here, 10 reps. 1, 2, shoulders open, 3, shoulders open, 4, spine tall, 5, 6, thighs out, thighs in, 7, thighs out, thighs in, 8, 9, 10, and done. Rest. Good. So one more time, very important, when you go down here, no crunching, try to stay as tall as possible. Light crunch is fine, but it needs to be done through the resistance of the spinal muscles. Spinal muscles need to try maintaining spine tall as the core engages. Otherwise, the collapse will be total. And the shoulders, same thing. When you're moving the shoulders back, no collapsing, open, forward, no collapsing, still open. 1, spine tall, especially the lower spine. Push the floor down and away to maintain the pelvis more in the neutral tilt. Let's do it one more time. Also, we don't like to return into the complete lying down position like this. At all time, we're returning in the whole body hold. Let's do it one more time. 10 reps from the whole body. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, good. 7, shoulders open, spine tall, 8, 9, 10, and done. Rest. Great. You might be familiar with this drill. That's just a warm up. Let's move on. Let's work with the obliques. Now, we're going to do the hollow body rocking on this side. for 30 seconds, and after we'll be lifting one leg up, 10 reps. So it will look like this. You go on the side, still make sure that the torso is in a neutral position. Reach out with the lower spine, reach out with the upper spine, thighs rotated in, both sides, thighs, arm here over the floor, legs over the floor. And now you're trying to rock the body, the upper body, which is just holding its position, with the leg as well. Thinking legs up and away, and that will rock the body. The top arm stays in front of you here, and with this hand you can facilitate the rocking a little bit. When the legs are going down, you push the floor slightly away to help you rock. But at no time we're doing crunches on the sides, just like this. Not yet, okay? For now, we just want the sides of our core to be a little bit stretched in a neutral position as we rock. So let's do that for 30 seconds. And after 30 seconds, you hold, rotate the thigh out and leg up and down for 10 reps. So it's a compound exercise. Let's do it. Rock in 30 seconds, 10 reps with the legs. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Hold the position, rotate the thigh out, up with the hip flexors, create the compression here. No need to be fast, no need to be kicking. 5, 6, 7, thighs out, thighs in, thighs out, thighs in. 8, 9, and 10, and rest. Good. And the same on the other side. Again, no crunching on the side. Keep the spine extended, therefore stretching the obliques, maintaining the tension in them. The other side, the same idea. Shoulders open at all time, no collapsing forward. If you feel uncomfortable with the hip, sometimes it's kind of painful here on the bone, you can lean slightly back to emphasize this part of the core. And go, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, spine tall, shoulders open. 6, 7, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Hold, not collapsing. Hold. Rotate the thigh up and down. 1, 2, 3. Spine tall. 4, 5. No kicking. 6, 7. Compression in the hip. 8, 9, 10. And rest. Good. Perfect. We're going to do the other set. Same idea. 30 seconds. 10 reps. We're conditioning the ability of the core to maintain spine neutral, the obliques, and we're also working with the hip flexors when we bring the leg laterally up to condition the ability of the hip flexors to pull on the leg without disturbing the position of the torso, without driving the torso into the collapse. Because typically we lift the legs with the core pulling on the pelvis first. 1, and that's how we lift the legs up. Legs are attached to the pelvis, pelvis pulled up, legs are going up as well. You can compare if you just straighten the spine. That's how much I use the hip flexors, not that much, because I mostly accomplish that legs up movement by the engagement of the core. We want to avoid it in order to train the hip flexors well. We need to develop their ability to pull with all the power, with all the strength they have, without disturbing the spine. Spine is tasked with its own objective, to maintain the structure so that we can pull strong using the spine as a base for all the other muscles. Let's do it one more time, starting with this side. 30 seconds, 10 reps with the leg. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Thighs rotated in. 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, shoulders open. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Hold. Rotate the thigh out. Up, in, down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Spine neutral. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And down. Good. The other side. Same idea. Spine neutral. Doesn't matter which way the hand faces, either palm up, palm down. Just keep the shoulder open, so it's not here, not on the floor, up by the head. And go, same thing, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, thighs in, 8, 9, 10, 10, spine tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, shoulders open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stay in the position, rotate the thigh out. No kicking. 1, 2, this leg is still turned in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no crunching here. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. When the leg is going up, do not crunch here. Do not do this in this way. 1, 2, keep the spine tall. Separate the hip movement from the spine. Well, doing nicely, doing nicely. Let's do the next one. And now we're doing side crunches in the hollow body hold, in the side hollow body hold. Same position as the previous one. Spine tall, shoulders open, thighs rotated in, and from here you're mildly encouraging the rib cage to go to the pelvis, and vice versa, pelvis to the rib cage. So they're kind of meeting in the middle. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 20 reps. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and done. Rest. Good. At all time, thighs rotated in, feet staying together, no separation, no holding one leg down while doing this. Let's do the other side. Same idea. 20 reps. Same here, shoulders open, spine tall, thighs rotated in, toes pointed, and turned a little bit out, and crunches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done. Rest. Good. Perfect. Set number 2, same 20-20. You can take a short break, maybe 30 seconds. When you're in the position, make sure that the straightened arm over the floor. No need to lock the elbows a lot. Do your best, but keep it slightly behind the ear, just tiny bit, because of the open shoulders. And other than that, nothing fancy with that arm. Let's do it one more time. Same position, arm a little bit back because shoulders open. Here and again, crunches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Done. Good. Good. Keep watching for those 3 cues. Spine open, spine tall, shoulders open, thighs rotated in, side of the rib cage to the side of the pelvis, not the front of the rib cage to the pelvis like this. Otherwise, it's kind of a hybrid between the crunches and the side crunches from this guy. One more time, spine tall, shoulders open, rotate the thighs in, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Done. Rest. Great. This one is a very easy one. This one is a bit tricky, so we're going to lie down on the floor. So this position, spine tall, shoulders open, arms spread like this, legs are up, maybe not 90 degrees, but a little bit here. But at all time, make sure that the pelvis is not taken into the crunch, so that it's not off the floor a bit. So you're reaching out with the pelvis. You have mild arch in the lower back. Thighs rotated in. And from this position, not moving the upper spine, not letting the upper spine move sideways. Just move the pelvis sideways, left to right, leading with the pelvis, not with the legs. So don't think the knees are going sideways like this, otherwise it will collapse the whole spine. But think your tall lower spine, just twist a little bit and use the arms for support, just like this. 1, lead with the pelvis. 2, that's enough, not all the way down from this position. So we really want to lead with the pelvis a little bit and not with the legs, because if you lead with the legs, you'll be rotating one thigh out, especially the leading one, out, this in, and it will give you this uneven placement of the legs. So we want the thighs to be in at all time. Leave them be, don't lead with them. Lead with the pelvis using your obliques. Let's do 10 reps on each side. Lying down like this, spine tall, shoulders open, so not here. Open, and go with the pelvis sideways. 1, good. Don't be fast. 2, 3, pelvis. 4, pelvis. 5, pelvis. 6, pelvis. 7, pelvis. 8, shoulders open, spine tall. 9, shoulders open, spine tall. 10, and rest. Good. Just at all time, picture that the pelvis tries to do this without disturbing the rib cage. The rib cage lays flat on the floor without rotating. Shoulders open, use the arms. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's do it one more time. 10 reps. Thighs rotated in, toes pointed out, and go. Pelvis. 1, pelvis. 2, shoulders open, pelvis. 1, good. 3, 4, pelvis. 5, pelvis. 6, pelvis. 7, lead with the pelvis. 8, lead with the pelvis. 9, lead with the pelvis. 10, and done. Rest. Good job. Next one. Back to the whole body hold. So we're going to take the whole body hold position. And this time we're keeping one leg down. One leg is going up. And we're trying to touch the ankle with the arms. Not letting the shoulders go forward. So not like this. No crunching. Staying tall. And most importantly, at all time, of course, the thighs are rotated in. But most importantly, this time we're trying to keep the pelvis stable and rotate the rib cage relative to the pelvis. So when the leg is up, you're not trying to crunch and rotate the pelvis so that you can do this. The pelvis must not shift sideways. It stays square, facing this way, because you're reaching out all the time. And you're performing mild twist with the upper body relative to the pelvis. Pelvis still stays square, not following you this way. This way, we're conditioning the obliques, but only to pull on the other side, on the rib cage, not on the pelvis. The previous one was pulling on the pelvis, same obliques, but now same obliques pulling on the rib cage. So we want to get a better understanding between those two movements, when the obliques pulling on the pelvis and the rib cage is not moving, and when the obliques are pulling on the rib cage and the pelvis is not moving. I know, sounds a bit complex, but it will be easy. So let's take the position and go leg up, 1, rib cage sideways. So you're looking this way, but the leg is not shifted. 1, 2, pelvis square. 3, pelvis square. 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 reps. 8, shoulders open, spine as tall as possible, no crunching. 9, 10, and done. Rest. Good. Even if the spine bends a little bit when you go up, when the front core really wants to take it this way, you still try to maintain as tall spine as possible. And even when it bends, it bends through the resistance of the spinal muscles, so that we condition the front core to work in coordinated fashion with the spinal muscles. Otherwise, if you don't care about this and let the spinal muscles go, then they will just let the core take you in a complete crunch, and you will be looking just like this. You will not be able to get too high because you already exhaust the range of motion of the core. You shortened it prematurely, and now you cannot get up, not because your core is weak, but because it has no room to shorten anymore. Versus when you maintain the tall spine, you're maintaining some state of stretch in the core, and any pull in a stretch muscle will result in a very good and robust pull on the side of attachment, in our case on the rib cage. And you can maintain that pull throughout the entire range of motion because you still have a lot of room to go, versus spine doesn't care. You give up the movement, done. You cannot continue because you exhausted the range of motion of the front core muscle. It has no room to contract more. Spine tall, it has plenty of room to keep contracting because the spine holds the distance almost at the same state, resulting in a very robust pull on the rib cage. Let's do it one more time and go. 1, pelvis square. 2, pelvis square. 3, 4, pelvis square. Rotate the rib cage. 5, 6, mild rotation on the rib cage. 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest. Good. Nice, guys. Let's move on. Change the position. Now we're going to take the inverted hollow body hold. Same concept. Tall spine, shoulders, thighs rotated in. Looks like this. Or we can call it, I guess, plank, but only we're not doing it here. Not sagging. Spine tall, shoulders open, not like this. This position. And from here, we'll be keeping the upper body stable, rotating the pelvis side to side relative to the rib cage, just like we did with the legs up in the air. Same idea. Now we want to control the upper torso. We want to make sure that the rib cage is not moving sideways. It's only the core pulling on the pelvis, using the rib cage as a base to hold onto while pulling on the pelvis. Body awareness. Let's do it. 30 seconds, very mild. No need to go all the way down. First of all, this spine doesn't really design to twist a lot. It has a very limited range of twisting. We don't really want to emphasize the twist all the way down to the floor because we might trick the spine into a mild pull or even worse. So don't go there. The spine does not like twisting. It has very limited capacity. Maybe just a little bit like this, but definitely not 180. Absolutely no. Just mild degree of twist. Let's do it. 30 seconds. Spine tall, shoulders open, look straight ahead, not down, because that's not the tall spine. Tall spine, as a result, you're naturally looking forward because your upper spine tall and not rounded a lot. Tall spine, rib cage tucked a little bit, no sagging, thinking sides of the rib cage to the sides of the pelvis, or the back of the rib cage diagonally down to the spine to engage the serratus posterior muscles. So it looks like this. 1, good. And now with the pelvis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thighs rotated in. 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Rest. Good. Very important not to let the rib cage move. We don't want to look this way. 1, 2, 3. Everything is moving. Shoulders not stable. Everything is all over the place. Don't like it. Body awareness, body control. Make sure that you're rotating the pelvis relative to the rib cage. For example, if you're in a handstands and you're doing side bends, you don't want to disturb the rib cage. When you're doing the side bends with the pelvis, you want the pelvis to move relative to the rib cage. That's body awareness, control, coordination as well. Let's do it one more time. So same position, body tall, so spine tall, shoulders open, thighs rotated in, with the toes kind of rotated out, but because of the thighs, they're together. Thighs rotated in, and go. Do not rotate the rib cage, pelvis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Done. Good. This movement is a bit tricky because we often want to move our pelvis thinking that's okay, just left, right, left, right, left, right. Nope, don't think in this way. Think that you have around the pelvis you have a small circle like this, and you would like to move the pelvis in this way on the circle. 1, 2, 1, 2 versus 1, 2, 1, 2. Just picture pelvis gets up and tries to move like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of draw the mental circle around the pelvis, approximately this diameter here. And instead of rotating the pelvis just around the central axis like this, picture that the pelvis going in the circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 versus just push left, right, left, right. It's not the same. It feels awkward. And if you push left, right, if you think that the pelvis rotates around its circle like this, you will be unstable with the shoulders. Because the pelvis, since the spine sits on the back of the pelvis, and the pelvis is a 3D structure, so the pelvis is all the way here, but the spine sits here. So if you picture that you're just rotating the pelvis left, right, like this, then see what's going to happen. Left, right, left, right. You might be collapsing the whole structure and the shoulders will be unstable. Versus you keep the pelvis elevated, one in the circle, semicircular trajectory, two, semicircular, semicircular, semicircular. That will give you an impression of the tailbone slightly going up before descending, ascending, descending, ascending, descending, and not down, 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 down. Keep it in mind. For this one, you will need a couple of books or mats or whatever you can use to elevate yourself a little bit into kind of Lsit position. So we're going to take the Lsit position with the feet still on the floor, maintaining the spine upright, shoulders open, thighs rotated in, toes pointed forward and slightly out, just like this. And from here, we're trying to kind of suck the legs into the hips, engaging the hip flexors, performing some mild variation of the Lsit, just like this. From here, lift, and now just leading with the pelvis from side to side. It's a very difficult one. If you are not yet there with the Lsits, you can drag the feet on the floor. That's absolutely fine. But again, do not lead with the legs. Do not think that once you're here, you're trying to move the legs sideways. Otherwise, you will start engaging first these muscles of the legs, which are responsible for the abduction of the leg, and it will skew your movement. It will not be about obliques. You will be unstable. So the legs for this matter, should be absolutely static. They're not moving on their own. They're being passively moved by virtue of being attached to the pelvis. So you're moving the pelvis relative to the rib cage. Thereby, shoulder structure stays stable. Only the rib cage moves side to side, and the legs moving along. And if it's happening correctly, then your legs will be staying always internally rotated because they're following the pelvis. Otherwise, they will be doing this external rotation and the other internal rotation, and vice versa, doing this. We don't want it. Only 10 reps. Spine tall, shoulders open, thighs internally rotated, toes pointed. Take the Lsit with the pelvis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest. Good. Also for the wrists, if you feel mild discomfort in the wrist, too much pressure, probably you're trying to push the wrist a little bit in. Don't. On the floor, just push the wrist a little bit out, but not by rotating the shoulders, the arms out. Arms are out due to the open shoulders, and now wrists are slightly out on their own here. Place them on the floor, and when you're in the Lsit, picture that the fingers are sinking into the surface for one reason: to try to prevent the forearm from excessive collapsing forward, trying to prevent the forearm from going over the wrist by virtue of pushing the fingers down. Otherwise, a lot of times we think, well, keep the fingers loaded with the handstands or Lsits, but loaded means a couple of things. Sometimes they're loaded because you exceeded the normal range of motion of the forearm of the wrist, and you start entering into the flexion of the wrist, excessive one. So you feel stretch here, and of course you feel the fingers pushing into the surface, but not because it's you who is trying to protect the forearms from going excessively over the wrist, but it's because you're already at the end point of the range of motion, and therefore all of the body weight sits on the fingers and the stretch muscle here, which is not good. So whenever you're in the Lsit, yes, the shoulders might go forward, but the fingers preventing the forearm from going forward. And that's how you're staying more supported with the fingers. Let's do it one more time. Same idea. Lead with the pelvis, not with the legs. Fingers, spine, shoulders open, and with the pelvis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spine tall, shoulders open. 6, 7. Thighs rotated in. 8, 9, 10. Rest. Good. Great, guys. Okay, one more to go. Let's do the cool down. So now we're going to just lie down on the floor, This position, spine tall, arms sideways, shoulders open, legs internally rotated. Now we're just bringing one leg up and we're going to move the leg in one direction for 20 seconds. 1, 2, 3 in the wide circles and 20 seconds in the other direction. So the goal here is to maintain the spine and the torso stable, so that nothing moves sideways. We want to make sure that the leg has an ability to move relative to the pelvis without moving with the pelvis, without doing this exercise. For that, we're using our obliques and the rest of the core to stabilize the spine. The leg, which is not performing the movement, is going to be turned in and pressed down. So let's do it. 20 in one direction, 20 in the other direction. And the other side, the same thing. Spine tall, shoulders open, leg up, wide circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and done. Rest. Good. Try not to overtense a lot. Try to just separate the movement of the leg from the movement of the hips. Hips are staying square. Do it one more time and one direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. The opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and done. Rest. Good. If during this exercise you feel some clicks inside the hip or grinding sensation, it's probably because that side of the pelvis is not staying stable and moves with the pelvis. With the leg. You go sideways. 1, pelvis is going and being pulled up, and that compromises the position of the joint, because when the leg is moving inside the joint and the joint is not stable, at some point the joint might be placed awkwardly and collide with the bone of the leg, with the femur, and that's what creates clicking sensation. Unless it's painful, it's no big deal, but you can try to get rid of this by emphasizing the tall lower spine, so the pelvis stays square and not going sideways or up, following the movement of the leg. So give it a try if you feel any clicks. If not, great, just keep going. So spine tall, shoulders, leg, and 20 seconds in one direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 20. Opposite. 1, 2. Keep the knees locked. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. And done. And the other one. Same idea. Keep the spine tall, shoulders open, thighs rotated in, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done. Great. We really want to maintain the knees in the locked state, because when the leg is locked at the knee, it forms one lever, and one lever is very easy to coordinate in a circle, versus if the knee is slightly bent, then essentially you're moving two levers, upper leg, lower leg, because they form some sort of angle, and that will create some difficulties to maintain the stability of the pelvis if the knee stays unlocked. So lock the knee using the quads. If you cannot draw the wide circle, it's okay. Just move them and move the legs in this small circle, making sure that the pelvis stays stable. Give it a couple of tries, and I'm sure you'll be more successful with this. Okay, guys and girls, you've managed that. Thank you very much for trying. Thank you very much for the attention. I hope you enjoyed the training. Let me know what you think in the comments, please. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you very much, everyone, for your attention and trying. Thank you. Go enjoy your day. Train maximum with you. Bye-bye.